Final day of the School Sport Australia Games in 2025 and the Bowls Championships that goes with that right here at Ringside Live at Club Pine Rivers. Val Febo here with you for the first match of the morning between Queensland's Jacob Hoger and Reece Gillman up against Cooper Gersbach and Sebastian Jeffery. It's the pairs final, so it's all gold medal matches today. The overall team has been decided, and that is Victoria, who will go back-to-back with the overall team crown. Joining me is one of the pioneers behind Bowls Australia getting involved in this event. He's head of club support and club support manager in New South Wales. His name is Brett Hughes. Brett, welcome.
Thanks, Val. Thanks for having us.
Great to have your company, mate, and looking forward to this contest this morning because I think both teams have enjoyed a really good tournament so far. We've got a couple of minutes before we do get underway, and it's going to be Queensland with the mat first. They brought the mat right up. You actually can see it on the corner of, or on the far right-hand side of your screen. That little white triangle is where the mat is. So we're not going to be able to see the delivery early on unless we do change it, which we might do before they start. But really looking forward to this. Been an amazing couple of days, Cyril, and the way that they've bowlers have played has been amazing. It's been so entertaining, and I think the gold medal matches, all the ones that we've got around today, they've all earned it. They
definitely have. The standard of bowls over the past 3 days has just been absolutely outstanding. As you said, Victoria, the overall winners, and well deserved. They played extremely well, and really looking forward to the medal matches today. We've got a great game of pairs. Followed by a really good game of singles, which I think will be a great game between Callum and Harry.
Yeah, so Harry Coleman and Callum Alberti, which is going to be a brilliant contest to wrap things up here. Last year it was, I think, Riley Garrick and Annabelle Teague that played off in the singles final. Riley Garrick getting the win there, but yeah, looking forward to that one. But before we get to that, we have to get through a pairs match of 16 ends, and the time limit has extended to 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that is that's where we're sitting at the moment, over the hour and a half time limit that we've had for the last couple of days. So now we'll go beyond that to 1 hour and 45. 16 ends, be interesting to see whether we get it done, but looking forward to seeing how these two teams go. And Jacob Hoger, the leader for Queensland, he's rolled the jack, and he's from the Boyne and Tanham Bowls Club. So Boyne Island is from 30 minutes south of Gladstone, currently in Year 12, and after school plans to study nursing.
Got a bad bowl there to start them off, Val, just behind the jack. So pretty good start to get that nerves out of the way.
100%, especially in a final. Cooper Gersbach from Temora Ex-Services, and he's living an hour north of Wagga Wagga in the Riverina. Favourite bowler? Someone from New South Wales. Would you care to have a guess?
Someone from New South Wales. Ben Twist?
No, Corey Wedlock.
Close
enough anyway. There's so many wonderful bowlers in New South Wales, and both Twisty and Corey are in the right-at-home Jackaroos squad. I think Reece Gillman will be pretty happy with the leading from Jacob Hoger, having two behind. There's, of course, 3 bowl pairs. That is a ripper from Cooper Gersbach. Gets in with those 2 back bowls. Nothing short so far.
Yes, lovely start. And as you said, from Temora, little country town, and I know a few of the guys down there. No doubt he's probably had a bit of coaching from Brucey Lack and a few of the boys that from Temora. It's my old area where I used to play when I grew up as a junior.
So final bowl from Cooper Gersbach. Now we're going to get a look at the skips. The weight has been pretty spot on. That's the only bowl that's kind of short of the jack. But currently sitting at 2 shots for New South Wales at the changeover. The skips make their way up. It's Reece Gillman who goes to Smithfield State High and bowls out of Marlin Coast. Bowling for 7 years. Lives in Cairns. And favourite bowler, well, called Lily Vardy from Club Tweed. Called her the GOAT. Lily Vardy is one of the up-and-coming stars. Sebastian Jeffery from Glenbrook Panthers Bowling Club. Blaxland High School. Lives 30 minutes from Penrith, and his favourite bowler, also Corey Wedlock.
He's got a few admirers out there, Corey.
Certainly does. Dual world champion. Like in 2023, winning the triples and fours. One of only 4 Australian men to win 2 World Bowls Championships gold medals, with Brett Wilkie, Aaron Sheriff, and Carl Healy joining him for company. It's quite unbelievable what he's put together.
Yeah, and I think Corey playing this morning needs to win to get through in the Golden Nugget.
Yes, so there's plenty happening up here on the coast. Brisbane, or where we are, a little bit further north of Club Tweed, about a 2 hour, maybe a 2 hour drive, hour and 45. That one just going into the ditch there for Sebastian Jeffery. Great to be here at Club Pine Rivers, the spiritual home of the Bowls Premier League as well. We'll be here in October. October 27 is when we start. 3rd edition of the 12-team event. Reese, who played this event last year, pushing that through. The
conditions this year, Val, are a little bit kinder than last year down in Geelong.
Yeah, we've spoken about that at great length. The wind that was pushing through that dome at the City of Geelong Bowls Club made it all the more challenging, and some of the players on the outdoor green were getting absolutely pelted by rain. So that is 2 to New South Wales to start proceedings. It's a really good start. Both leads were on it early. And after the first end, we got through that pretty quickly, didn't we?
We did, yeah. So if it
4
keeps
minutes
going like this, it was a shorter end. Go at this pace, though, and we'll have no problem getting the ends in.
So gold medals up for grabs all day today. Up next, we'll be broadcasting the singles between Harry Coleman, as his note on social media, Harry, that bowls kid, and Callum Alberti, who we streamed at the Australian Open. Talk more about that a little later on, because he played a ripping pairs game with Blake Butler.
Really good start here, Val.
Looking good. Here's Cooper Gersbach. Started this one really well, but Jacob Hoger's leading in the opening end was quite solid as well.
He's played this one fairly well. He's got to get up, but 2 really good opening bowls.
It'll be in for second. You dare say it'll probably change, but has been a solid start for these 2 leads. What has Jacob Hoger done here? This could be the one. That's a ripper.
Yes, lovely reply.
The leading is so important in 3 bowl pairs because it can just set your skip up so well.
Yeah, and that's not a bad bowl. I'm pretty sure Sebastian will be happy with that. Gives him one just behind the head so he can look to sit the bowl or trail the jack.
And yeah, and the jack will most likely go in that direction. It's just pushed another one in there as well.
Yep, so nice shot here for Sebastian. He can just play that sort of foot to a yard away, sit the bowl or trail the jack. As the one thing I have noticed over the last couple of days, Val, it's very much a nice drawing green. To play them sort of 2 feet to a yard shots, it's pretty difficult. They've done it pretty well, but it certainly is a harder shot.
The way the adaptability of the kids has been mightily impressive over the course of the couple of days. So great to watch. That is a nice starter from Cooper Gersbach. Oh, sorry, not from Sebastian Jeffery. Now we've got Reece Gillman. So they're holding one, but there is a nice little catchment at the back there for New South Wales. And I think Reece is going to try and join them here to try and just protect things a little bit. And he's gone through. He didn't want to find that gap, and it's about a bowl's width. And you wouldn't hit that 10 out of 10 if you tried.
That was stiff. Yeah, really good effort. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there could be some kids out here that are possibly future Jackaroos.
So the call from Jacob is same again. Let's see what Reece Gillman can conjure up. And Jacob doesn't mind this. We did mention to the gents not to stand in the way, but they sometimes do forget that there are cameras. But that is a brilliant bowl, and that will sit in for the second shot.
Yeah, lovely bowl. Really good spot and counts. You see a change of hand here, Val.
Something a little different from Sebastian. He has his weight. Wants it to run. Fine effort, but just won't get there. So a chance here. Can probably come around that blue bowl and just dead draw that in for a 3.
Yeah, he won't be too disappointed if he doesn't get back to it, but definitely the safer hand, and he's only got to clear that, and he can get in there for 3.
It's coming, but I don't think he's sent this. So a bit of a conservative one there, but he'll take it. I reckon that'll be a 2 to Queensland to get themselves on the board after 2 ends. We're going to sit at 2 apiece. Might be having a look for another one. And measure will come. Could even be a 3rd. Which would make things very interesting. From our angle, it has looked like a 2 throughout the entirety of the end.
It's pretty close as he gets his aero bowls measure out.
Yeah. This is very close. Well, I've marked it in the book as 2. And this is a lot closer than we anticipated. Umpire called. All right, well, this would be extremely interesting to see what the end result is. And, of course, with an umpire called, it's going to make things a hell of a lot more difficult in terms of reaching that time limit.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful to see the volunteers and the workforce here and the job they've done this week, led by, obviously, Ryan Burnett, the bowls manager, CEO, Steve Radcliffe, and their volunteers just can't do enough. Absolutely brilliant facility, and we had a really good night last night for the upstairs in Pine Rivers for the recognition night for all sports.
Yep.
It was about 260 Val. You were there.
Yep, Natalie Cook came and spoke. Beach volleyball Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, what a great story. Number 99 in the gold.
Number 99. And then Kathy Freeman was the one that got number 100.
That's right.
Yeah, the 2000 games was our most successful at the time. And then Athens, 2004. Then Paris, 2024. Australia went 1 clear as the country's most successful Olympic Games of all time in terms of gold medals won.
And we're using the laser measure here with the umpires.
Love a good laser measure. And it is 2 in the end. So 2 apiece. It's after 2 ends. And, of course, speaking of the Olympics, Cyril, the bowls for Brisbane. 2032 campaign has been announced. Now, if you haven't seen that, head to bowls.com.au and you can read more about it in the news section. But essentially what that is, during the Bowls Premier League, right here on this very green at Club Pine River, so very advantageous that we're here this week, we're going to have a BPL-style match between the Australian Jackaroos, consisting of one open male, one open female, and one para, up against one male from rest of the world, one female, and one para. So a rest of the world team, very similar to the World Bowls Challenge in Moama in 2019, Karen Murphy's international send-off.
Yep.
And very much looking forward to seeing how that goes as Bowls aims to gain Olympic and Paralympic recognition.
I can't wait. It's just going to be absolutely awesome, and who wouldn't love to see bowls in the Olympics? It's an absolutely brilliant sport for all ages, all abilities, and we've got to put our pitch out there, and we'd love nothing more than to see bowls in the Olympics up here in Brisbane. This would be a good facility to host it too.
It would be quite amazing. Now, there is a number that I want to... summary of Australia's involvement. I'm trying to have a look at the gold medals by sport in the Paralympics, because bowls has actually been to the Paralympics. And I went through and found it last year. The bowls is actually, in fact, Australia's fifth most successful sport at the Paralympics. It may have changed after the Summer Games. It is still the fifth most successful sport for Australia.
How good's that?
Which is quite amazing. So 8 gold medals, which is quite incredible.
See a lovely bowl here. Cracking bowl there by Jacob with his third bowl. Just tucks it around the corner. Cooper just needs a clear run. Pretty good head there, Val. They're in their third end now, so they're starting to get the pace of the green.
Yeah, it's been really impressive from the get-go. And yeah, if you want to have a look at more of Bowls' Paralympics story, you can head to bowls.com.au and search the name Eric McGuinness, which is Magенnis, or you can just say Paralympics on bowls.com.au if you search that, and you can find a little bit more information. I went through digging last year, and I managed to get in contact with Eric, who lives in New South Wales, and he's at a home. He unfortunately had a stroke a few years ago, and managed to get in contact with him and speak with him to do an interview. And some of the things that he was saying, it was so interesting. The stories that he was saying. He met Prince Charles at one of the Olympics, or now the King, and he's a 3-time Paralympic gold medalist. And Bowls, if you are listening, IOC, we are the fifth, or the AOC anyway, we're the fifth most successful Paralympic sport. I can guarantee you on our home soil we will put everything into winning gold medals. So,
yeah, if you're out there, give us a go.
We can really, really make this push now. And looking forward to October 29, right here at Club Pine River's evening session. It's going to be in prime time in between the BPL games. And I can't wait.
Yeah, so we'll have a really good crowd that night.
Yeah, the Wednesday night. Oh, it's going to be rocking here at Pine Rivers. It is going to be rocking.
Sebastian playing a little bit more weight here. So I didn't mind that weight to give himself a chance. He was just under. He can use the white or pump his own up. And you got any more travel on Val after this one, or you?
Yeah, very, very soon actually. Get home for a week and a half, and then up to Club, or down from here, but from Melbourne up to Club Tweed for the Australian Indoor Championships kicking off in under 2 weeks' time now. So very much looking forward to that. Can Jack McShane and Kelsey Cottrell defend their titles? Well, we'll find out very soon. Women's draw is absolutely stacked.
Should be a fantastic event, and both Jack and Kelsey doing very well at the Nuggets, so they're keeping their singles form up. So
Jack is a ridiculous talent. He is unbelievable. I remember you saying actually at this very event last year that you had a game with him and you said, I want to get in now before he becomes a megastar.
Well, I did indeed, actually. So it was with his mum, Kathy, and he just won the Denniston major singles at age 11.
Yep.
And I was the president of Zone 10, and I said to Kathy, I said, look, you wouldn't mind taking Jack over to St. John's Park, big pairs tournament. And not only did we go well, we qualified and we got to the quarterfinals and we got beat. I think it might have been Sean Thompson and Mason Lewis.
And Sean Thompson has since gone on to win an Australian title with Jack McShane in the pairs at the 2022 Nationals.
He has, and a few of the guys said, why are you playing with this young fella? And,
now they know.
Yeah. I said, I'll never get a game with him again, so I took the opportunity while I could.
And he's just a great human as well, Jack McShane. So final bowl of the end coming in here for Sebastian Jeffery. Just not getting there. So 1 to Queensland. They take the lead for the first time in this contest. 3 shots to 2 after 3 ends here at Club Pine Rivers. Rink 15 is where you're watching. Great to have your company, Val Febo and Brett Hughes, here with you on Rinkside Live. But yeah, it's so good to see the young crop, and you know, if bowls for Brisbane does come through, if we do get in, you know, it's guys like Jack McShane, and you know, they're going to be the ones that pioneer that push to the Olympic Games in 7 years' time. It'll be on. So I think it was 7 years to go. The same day it was 1 year to go for Glasgow 26. So looking forward to it.
And look, we've got some really good pathways in place too. So we're well equipped, and we can certainly deliver. And I think if we get the opportunity to play bowls on our home soil, you know, we're going to bring home a bag of medals. I'm sure about that.
A ripping start here from Cooper Gersbach. That is, the leads have really found it this morning.
Yeah, no, they're both playing well, Cooper and Jacob. And Jake's normally corrected fairly well off his first one, and I don't think this is any exception.
Unbelievably done. Jacob Hoger, well played. What has Cooper got in response? He's going to treacle past, but they've got back bowls, and I've noticed with the leads, not much has been short.
No, that's not a bad thing. Certainly don't want to leave it in the eye of your skip, so bowls behind are better than bowls in front. We've seen another really good bowl here.
This is great leading. Really good leading. He'll go join that back bowl.
Yeah, covers the 2 bowls, splits them.
Cooper Gersbach had the line. Not far away at all.
Yeah, it's just a fraction short. Really good effort. So we see a backhand shot here by Reese. He's not a mile away.
No,
with this.
Jacob likes it. It's turning. That is brilliant bowling. That's his first bowl of the end. And he's just landed on it perfectly. Great touch from Reece Gillman. It's in his second consecutive games here. He played at City of Geelong last year. Sebastian's just dropped underneath, so I think he got his line pretty well. It's just more about adding a couple of metres of weight now. Wasn't too far off with the line.
Yeah, I think he'd be pretty disappointed with that one. He's got a wing bowls, couple of bowls there to sit on. He's,
Well, there's another one.
A lot harder now.
That's another great effort from Reece Gillman. You're on a heater this morning, the Queenslanders. Last two ends have been excellent.
Yeah, so I think you'll see some more weight here.
Definitely arriving, but I think he's underdone it with his line. So we'll go to the back. I think it'll stay on, but I reckon quite inconsequential. Where's Reece thinking of going now, do you think?
Well, ideally, you'd like to just drop in front. A foot in front would be good. In his eye and in the count.
Well, he's trotting in behind this. Reece Gillman. That is exquisite shooting. 3 within about a foot of the jack.
Yeah, good bowl. The only thing there is he's given something to sit on, so there's no gap there now. So, I'd be really reaching this one and playing with very confident weight. He just doesn't want to be tight. That's the only thing. He can get a really good sit off that last bowl.
He's coming. Sebastian Jeffery hasn't made it, but he's cut 2 out. Or they might have been down 4.
Yeah, really good bowl. As we've seen, it was that last bowl that he sat on.
Yep, so he's cut 3 out. And instead of 4 down, it's 1 down. And let's have a look at the replay of the last bowl there from Reece Gillman, which, while brilliant...
Yeah, he's a bit stiff there too, Val. He just felt like if he falls the other way, there's a gap there. But he's pretty stiff. But what a bowl here.
Yep. And then, that was brilliantly done by Sebastian Jeffery. And it's, as a skip, you've got to add, but you've also got to be able to save. We do apologise. There has been an error on our part in terms of the score. There wasn't a signal or anything by the New South Wales team in that opening end, but we heard them say 2, or I thought I heard them say 2, and so did Cyril and Connor alongside me, and it turns out it was a 3. So it's actually 4-3 on the scoreboard. So apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's always hard, and I'm going to try and lobby for any event that we have now to have markers for pairs, triples and 4s, like we do at the BPL.
Yep.
Our volunteers do a great job. But sometimes the signalling between teams is very quick or non-existent.
Yeah, agree, Val. And if you're not updating the scoreboard regularly,
it
does make it a bit difficult.
So this is end number 5, and 4-3 to Queensland. They've won 3 ends on the bounce. This is a nice delivery from Cooper. Not sure he's got there, though. Might still be a couple down, at least 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, just fell against the bias then, which was a bit unfortunate. Definitely would have given him second, but good one in the head there. Plenty to work with. I think Reece will just try and add here. So a little tuck on the jack's really good if you can get that around the corner. Hide it. The one thing I have noticed is the delivery on these kids. It's just Peter perfect. I'm sure they've got their idols they've all watched, and we all know that's the key. If you get your bowl away properly and you get it away the same way all the time, it's it's going to be in the area.
I want to get another look at, and look, that is a very smooth release there for Sebastian Jeffery, but I want to have a look at the fluency of Reece Gillman's delivery up next. We just might have to get Cooper to jump out of the way. So let's have a look at Reece Gillman's delivery. Right-hander, purposeful. The pendulum as well. How smooth is that? Lovely. The way he gets that bowl away.
Yep, beautiful.
And if he can get around the front, he can't. He might have knocked that in. I don't know. I think it's still one. Probably the shortest that we've seen a few bowls end up.
So he's just looking to add a yard on his last one. He's definitely here.
Troy, would you mind getting the New South Wales coach to tell Cooper to jump on there? So we do apologise. We'll just get Cooper to hop out of the way. Of course, these players aren't used to being live streamed, so it's something very different.
Yeah, easy to forget.
Yep.
Get caught up in the moment. And
100%. Reece Gillman, little tuck of the jack, probably relinquishes. Might still be one, I don't know. But it might have been enough to give shot away there.
Yeah, he didn't want any more of that jack. He could have been 2 down. Yeah, I like Queensland for one, and it is.
So Queensland win a 4th consecutive end, but the opening end 3 really holding the New South Wales team of Cooper Gersbach and Sebastian Jeffery in good stead. 5 shots to 3 after 5 ends in favour of Jacob Hoger and Reece Gillman of Queensland. Let's have a look at Jacob as he jumps onto the mat for the first time. Also a pretty smooth release. And it's all about, we say this at, I think, every single event that we do, Cyril. It's all about, it doesn't matter how smooth, how rigid your action is. If it's repetitive and you can get it close, it's okay.
It is. And look, a perfect example of that is if you go and look back in the archives and have a Google the name Ian Taylor and have a look at Ian Taylor bowl. And he played for Australia and an absolute believable bowler. But how he gets that away, I'll never know. So yeah, as long as you're getting it away the same way all the time. But geez, there's some really nice deliveries from some of these kids when you look around, textbook deliveries. And I think we're just, at the moment, we've got some really good coaches around. So probably something that I didn't have back in my day when I was a junior was that many coaches that worked with the juniors. But yeah, they get some really good opportunities now. It's good.
I've just jumped onto YouTube. I've got Ian Taylor, Lawn Bowls, 2001 Australian Indoor Final, or the Indoors, Steve Glasson versus Ian Taylor. So
have you seen him bowl before?
No, this is the first time. Oh, my word.
I told you.
That's the most interesting delivery. It's like there's about 4 different little movements there.
Yeah. Geez, I think if he ever played Jack McShane, they get timed out.
Oh, 100%. But Jack's is just a very methodical approach, isn't it? He doesn't move. He holds it, gets the pendulum, and then he gets it away. But even at BPL, Jack doesn't get timed out. The shot clock never goes off for him.
No, he's a very astute judge, and he knows where the clock is and what he's got to do. But it's so important. You take your time. You get your delivery right. So he's a perfect bowler for any young person out there. If you're looking at bowls, certainly watch Jack McShane and how he plays, and just his just his demeanour on the green.
Yeah.
And the way he lets it go, it's yeah.
But yeah, go back and have a look at that video if you search Ian Taylor Bowles. And yeah, it's Steve Glasson watching him in his prime at an event that he won, I believe, 9 times.
Yeah.
The Australian Indoor Championships. Quite incredible.
Yeah.
What he was able to do.
One of our finest, Stevie. Still bowling pretty well out at Mount Lewis Bowling Club. Still puts down a really good bowl.
Of course he does. Steve Glasson.
Yeah.
Of course, known as well for not just how he was on the green, but off it. He is one of the best coaches Australia has ever seen, culminating in Adelaide 2012. Every single open bowler took a gold medal at that World Championships. That's a ripper there from Sebastian Jeffery. Every open bowler took a gold medal. Glasgow 2014, not the Australians' best tournament, but then World Champs 2016, Australia makes a statement again. And Glass's final major tournament at the Commonwealth Games in 2018 produced Australia's most successful Commonwealth Games as a bowls nation, so quite amazing.
Just a really good effort.
I wonder if he's made one there, Reece. It's pretty close.
We hear Jacob there just saying to Reece, just beat your last. He's just got to beat that to be the shot.
Has he got the legs? Has he got the legs? Another couple of feet and he was right on it. Sebastian on the backhand.
It's a tad on the quick side, but he own bowl coming in.
Well, he gets the little rub, runs through, and ends up getting the results. So they'll look at whether this is a second here for New South Wales. One taken out and the measure will come in. So did Reece Gillman hold shot before that last bowl?
He did nudge the front one, but I don't think it moved it at all, but did touch it. I'd say 2, but I'm a pretty bad judge, especially from here.
These camera angles can be deceiving. You tend to favour the jack high ones, or we get another umpire call. Well, we're going back. So this will give us a good angle. Oh, no, it won't.
Oh, it's a laser job.
Might be. Might have our second umpire call in the first 6 ends. And it is 2. So New South Wales tie things up. After 6 ends, we sit at 5 shots apiece. It's been an enthralling battle so far, Cyril.
It has, and you got to stick with it. So if you look at the ends, 2 ends to New South Wales, 4 ends to Queensland, but they've managed to get a 3 and a 2. So pretty key. Really good battle so far, and leads are setting up really good heads, and skippers are converting when they need to. Got to say it's really good to see too, Val. After last year, we had the the addition of SA and WA.
Yes.
And also Queensland to add to Victoria and New South Wales, and no issues with that again this year. So everyone was really keen to get involved and compete, and a pretty busy time too when you got the Junior Nugget. So helped a couple out, so they were able to come to Junior Nugget and then go from that. But we've also got a test. I think it's next week as well.
Club Sunbury, New South Wales versus Victoria.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of kids out here that possibly wouldn't have got the opportunity to play if this wasn't in place. And look, we're very, very, very close to having an inclusion part of this, and with the disability sector as well.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, it's certainly a key area of focus for next year. So, yeah, we'll be working pretty hard on getting that up and running. And Mick Devine's done a fantastic job as the bowls conveyor, along with Phil Reeves has been a great support, and obviously Kirsten, who was looking after the whole games this year, was heavily involved too. So, seeing quite a few people to make sure it is the success it is, and of course having yourself and Connor down here to live stream it actually gets it out there for people to be able to watch. And there's a lot of families that can't be here, but they're able to watch their loved ones now from their TV. So it's a great spectacle for our sport, but also for the families that are involved in this event.
Yeah, and we hope that they're enjoying the coverage wherever they're watching from. I was doing a VFL game or VFLW game a few weeks ago, and I had someone come up to me and say, "Oh, can you give a shout out to Mexico City?" And I thought, "Oh, okay, who's watching in Mexico City?" It was one of the players' grandparents. Live streaming can take sports global, and that's exactly what Bowls has done. And we often get people watching from all sorts of places around the world. The Australian Open, we had people in Norway. I think there was someone in Bulgaria, Russia, also had Argentina, Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's just wonderful.
We have a look at it now, Val. Like, it'll only be a couple of years, and I think they're saying it's 68% of our nation, Australia, would have either been born overseas or parents that were born overseas.
It's 68%.
Yeah, so they're saying that in the next couple of years. So that's where it'll be at.
Really?
Yeah, so... Yeah,
that's incredible.
It is, and it's so important. And look, I know that...
Does it mean we're not having children, the people that are born here?
No, they were either born overseas or their parents were. So, it's so important that we've got an inclusive game and a multicultural game, that we get different people involved. And I'll give a quick shout out to my wife. Actually played in the semi-final last week and played with a partner from Ireland, and his parents were able to watch from Ireland.
That's great.
So they got up the early hours of the morning, and it's come away. The live streaming of bowls led by BA has been absolutely brilliant.
It just opens the game up to new people and fans from around the world who can get in touch with a lot of these players who they may never see and have never heard of. So players to keep an eye on: Cooper Gersbach, Sebastian Jeffery, who's just bowled his now. We're going to try and get New South Wales back in front, and he's not a mile away from sitting the bowl. I was going to go join at the back. So that is looking like it is 1 to New South Wales at the present.
Yeah, so he's got a couple of shots on here. He can, if he just skirts the white here, he can sit that blue and make a couple. Or if he just plays that little trial of jack, a foot, but he just doesn't want to get too much of it.
Well, yeah, if he does sit that wide, this blue bowl, the shot bowl away, play it on the backhand like he's doing, sit it away, he could be on for 4 or 5.
Yeah, it could be a big score.
If he hits it well enough, but he's not going to get down. Can he just stay around for shot? No.
His weight was good enough for the shot.
Yep.
But just a fraction offline.
That is what he was looking to play. So 1 more to New South Wales, who take a 6-5 lead. That's after 7 ends here. We're playing to 16. An hour and 3 minutes left on the clock. So I reckon we're going to get there. Time limit-wise, I think we might be all right. They're getting through their ends extremely quickly.
Yeah, it's the one thing I do like about this, and I think the kids do like, is the shorter format of the game and changing that up a bit. It's quick, it's fast, it's exciting.
So what has Cooper manufactured here? It's just gone a little bit short.
Well, he's forced him on the other hand here, so see what he can do. His first one was a little short, so he's switched over.
He's going to join. He had his weight right, but just line was a fair way off, about a metre, maybe a bit more. It's good leading from Cooper Gersbach.
Yeah, handy spot there. He's just a good effort, just sneaks through. We can hear the lawnmower in the background.
Yep.
Unless that's Connor with his hairdryer, I'm not sure. Might have to check on him.
Might be. That is very loud. Can't even see where that's coming from. They are doing some works here in the roundabout of Francis Road and Sparks Avenue. We're at Club Pine Rivers.
Lovely ball.
Yeah, that's trailed it straight back to Cooper Gersbach's yellow and blue bowl. So New South Wales might just have a little bit of the momentum here.
Would you say that's a blue or like a Torquay?
Maybe teal.
Teal?
Yeah.
Love a good teal bowl.
Yep. With the yellow, it's a very nice colour. Very nice colour bowl. The Geelong Jets bowl, the jet pink and black bowls are out of this world good.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Sydney Saints bowls are good too, and I do like the teal and yellow. That's absolutely brilliant. Sebastian Jeffery is just coming into his own here. And there's a small chance it could be a 3. There is a very small chance it could be a 3. Definitely 2. And Reese is coming around the back. Now they have they've got the back bowl, so that might persuade him to play with a bit of weight.
I like this call here. I really like this call.
What's he saying?
Oh, to get around that back. So, yeah, you're right, Val. If he does play a bit of weight with his necks and grabs the jack, it could be 3 or 4 down. So, really like that call to try and get behind. So, Cooper's just asked him to get a bit behind. So,
and now he's got the backers bowl, so now Reese has to be a bit more careful.
Yep.
Great tactics.
You've only got to play a bit. You've got to be careful. You play a bit too much weight and they do hang out. And you can see that just there. It's just hanging out slightly. Great effort.
So that is 3 to New South Wales, who have just gone bang, bang, bang. They dropped 4 ends in a row. And all of a sudden, at the halfway mark of this contest, after 8 of 16 ends, they lead at 9 shots to 5. Reece Gillman. Cooper Gersbach and Sebastian Jeffery playing absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, no, they are. And I think we've seen Cooper the last few ends is really starting to hone in, and not all about getting these shot, but getting a real good 2-3 bowls in the head and in really good positions.
Yeah, he's led superbly, hasn't he?
Sure all the Temora will be home watching him and loving it in the little country town. Produced some good footballers, Temora. Rugby league players,
yep.
So they'll Trent Barrett.
I've heard of him.
Temora boy and Zach Lomax.
I've not heard of him.
New South Wales State of Origin player. And
current or?
Current,
okay.
Yeah, on the wing. Yep, and also Liam Martin from the Penrith Panthers.
Okay.
So, no, they've got some, really good breeding down there for rugby league, and also Aussie rules down there as well. So
all right.
They love their rugby. They play Aussie rules on a Saturday, rugby league on a Sunday. We see another really good delivery here. Oh, it's lovely leading. And a toucher.
Oh, Luke Bruce.
Yes.
3-time Hawthorn Premiership player, still playing with them.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bruce, down there. Yep.
Liam Martin, I've heard of him.
Yeah, four-time winning Premiership player, second rower, New South Wales State of Origin player, and Australian representative.
Oh, Ryan Hinchcliffe.
Yep.
Remember him from the
Melbourne Storm?
From the Storm days? Yep. Back when that's unbelievable leading from Cooper. Just continues to pepper this head.
Wouldn't it be great to have another star, Cooper?
Yes,
Samora be the next one.
Yeah, there's a lot of Coopers around here too. We've got 2 Cooper Suttons. Oh, just sneaking through. No, I remember Ryan Hinchcliffe from the Storm days of the late noughties, early 2010s when they were so hard to beat. Of course, there was a little bit of controversy around then.
Yeah. A couple of boats in sheds and cars, but geez, they're such a good outfit and still are. Craig Bellamy's done such a good job.
He's amazing, and I think you hear some of the things about Craig Bellamy. Like he will get players that haven't come to the club or coming into the club. They have to go do a trade for a couple of weeks or a month or something like that. To learn about the post-football life when you're not playing, and then also. Frank Panisi was saying something recently about what's your main job. So in your role, what's your main job? And that's how he sort of breaks it down. He's telling a story that a bus driver, when they played at Suncorp Stadium up here in Brisbane, he was trying to give them motivational talks to the team after they landed. And he took the wrong turn. And Craig Bellamy gets up afterwards. There's this bit of weight here from Reese. The Jacks come forward. That is rare. That is very rare.
Really good ball.
And they've got shot out of it too. Time for Sebastian Jeffery. But yeah, so this bus driver's trying to give him motivational talks and he's taken the wrong turn and they've ended up being 15 minutes late for where they had to be. And he's taken shot there. Has Sebastian Jeffery? Yes, he has. And he goes, what was the bus driver's main job? And they all go, drive the bus. And he goes, yeah, well, he F'd that up, didn't he?
Yep.
So just plain and simple, and there's a reason why he's been so successful for 20-plus years.
Geez, that's a lovely bowl. 4 really good bowls here by the Skips. They were all been effective bowls, all 4 of them so far.
Yeah, Ivan Cleary has probably been the best coach the last few years anyways.
Yeah, there's a few good ones out there.
4 premierships in a row. It's just, it's insane.
It is. In this day and age. Certainly won't see that run like we had with the St. George Dragons many years ago.
What did they hit?
I think it might have been 9 or 10. Really? I think that they won in that era.
Well, the VFL record's only 4. Definitely not 10. But that was done in 1927 to 30. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was Collingwood, and they beat Richmond in 3 consecutive.
At least you got there.
Yeah, like a few more. So, more to New South Wales. They continue on their run. Oh, sorry, it was Queensland. I thought I saw 1 point up for New South Wales, but then Jacob Hoger has the mat. So how am I going?
So it was actually 11 consecutive titles from 56 to 66.
That's insane. And a missed jack. So they finally got the map back. Jacob Hoger has rolled it into the ditch and they get to control the length again. Put an asterisk next to this end. It's 11 straight titles. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they had a brilliant team, but of course no salary cap back then either, and now you have, and that's what makes it so impressive what Penrith have done. It's an important part of the game. Hit the halfway mark, Val.
10th end of 16. And they've just lost the jack, but that's a nice recovery there from Jacob Hoger.
Yeah, cracking bowl by Jacob, and he would have wanted to do that after putting the jack in the ditch. I'll tell you what, it's not too bad here either.
It's close.
That's where you want them. Bowls in the head. Really good starter there.
I know we mentioned Penrith before, but the Bowls Club there was really pivotal in helping the Jackaroos. That one might have been knocked in. Probably still one to Queensland. It was pivotal in helping Carl Healy and Ben Twist prepare for the Commonwealth Games in 2022. So big shout out to them. They really slowed down their greens and grew the grass. And there's a couple of clubs that did that. And Mount Tambourine, another one. And a massive shout out to Damien Bartlett, the greenkeeper up there, for what he did at the Trans-Tasman to make those greens so much slower than what you would normally see. So he was trained out at Tweed Heads and Club Tweed. So he only knows fast greens, faster greens, and he slowed them up. He said it killed him to do it because they were running beautifully. Yeah. But he has got those manicured perfectly up there. And if you ever get the chance, if you're in the Gold Coast area, make sure you get to Mount Tambourine and they'll look after you. Damo's an absolute ripper, so good morning to him if he's watching. They were great there for that 2022 Trans-Tasman.
Yeah, and as per usual, leaving no stone unturned and getting out there in the conditions you're going to be playing with when you go away. Mm-hmm. And so important. So we've just seen it so professional now.
And Australia will be going away in September, October to play a tour series against Scotland in those conditions that we'll expect at Glasgow. Of course, they've had a trial at Traralgon earlier this year, playing in the indoors.
Sides for that being picked yet, Val?
It is, so that's been announced for us anyway, the tour squad. All Open Jackaroos are going. So a few international debuts, which is mightily exciting as that one goes through, which includes Nick Carl, Kane Nelson, Nathan Black, and then Cass Millerick and Brianna Smith making their international debuts. One of the emerging female Jackaroos will be heading over to make her international debut. We don't know who that is yet. It was based on the performances at the NDS.
Yep.
So that will be announced in due course. And then the paras have also been selected. You can head to bowls.com.au to find out more. I'll tell you who those paras are in the meantime.
You just see Sebastian dropping a little bit short there. Line's not too bad. So Reese will be looking just to take a little bit of weight off. Looks to be travelling okay.
Very close. Reese Gillman, as he pulled up in time, just rolled through. Still one to Queensland. So the para contingent sees Cheryl Linfield, Serena Bonnell and Louise Hoskins. Then Jimmy Reynolds, Damien Delgado, Chris Flavel. And then Helen Boardman and her director Peter Doherty. Western Australia's Calvin Rogers. And that is brilliant from Sebastian Jeffery, who continues to ask the questions of this Queensland pairing. And then, Western Australia's Calvin Rogers and his director Jason Schuchens. Calvin is one of the best human beings you'll meet if you haven't had the chance to meet him.
I think you'll see a bit of weight here to sit and stay, Val.
He's closing in. Jacob likes it. Doesn't mind it at all.
What a shot.
That is splendid from Reese Gillman. I think he's made two here. But the way Sebastian Jeffery is bowling, you'd back him in to draw this.
Well, he's going to need a clear road here.
You would absolutely back him in to draw this. He's not far, but he's just drifting. And I reckon that remains at 2, and it does. That is a huge end considering they lost the jack with the jack roll. No harm done in the end, and from 9-5 down, they're 9-8 behind. Brilliant delivery. Look at that on the replay. You said it, you called it, as it was a quarter of the way down, Cyril, and he absolutely nailed it.
Yeah, he had a good guide there, and nothing for short there. He had a bit going for it, but he had to play it. It was really well played.
9 shots to 8.
Yeah, 10 ends, is it?
Yes, that's after 10. This is end 11 now. So 46 minutes to go. So we're over the halfway point. And
start.
to get 6 ends done in 46 minutes, I actually think we're going to get it. We're actually going to finish the match.
Yeah,
we'll get the full allotment.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 good opening bowls.
Yeah. It's been a matchup worthy of a final. Momentum swings, and of the 10 ends that we've seen, Jacob and Reese from Queensland have actually won 6 of them. So they've won more ends, but they're down on the scoreboard because they've dropped 2 threes and a 2. Just the 1 single scored for Cooper and Sebastian, as opposed to Queensland have scored 4 of them.
So a fair effort here. Just needs to run this out. What a shot.
Cooper Gersbach has been ridiculous.
Well, the Leeds haven't disappointed. They've both played pretty well. Cooper want to give himself a chance here. He won't want to drop short. Options to just tuck the jack around the corner or to sit on that bowl. He'll be disappointed with that one. Still some really good bowls. She's on a nice line here. Reese looking to hang around. He's just going to slip under. Pretty good weight. Really arcs at the end. It really gives a bit of turn there.
So New South Wales, the way that they've bowled it, Queensland have not been out of this. They have played really well. But the level and the consistency of Cooper and Sebastian has been nothing short of perfect, and you can see it there. That is absolutely mind-boggling how good Sebastian Jeffery has played, or how well he's played.
Yeah, it's again, I think he'll try and keep the same weight here. So he's just added a little bit more. His line was perfect then.
So we've only got 1 left in the tank here. Recent. It's a bit of a pressure bowl because they're down again. They've just managed to arrest some momentum back. But I'd say they're down 2.
This just needs to hang around. It will turn late.
Oh, he's gone. That is really looped. Have a look at that. His weight was perfect.
Yeah.
So they've got the back bowl here, Queensland. So the question was, if yours go, if he plays weight, and he doesn't get rid of anything else, he could be 3 or 4 down.
Yeah, I just think he's got to be careful here. We have seen the jack go forward.
Yep.
So I'd rather see him a lot quicker than playing that yard away.
Arriving weight. And they do hang out.
He's in the area here.
Jacob doesn't mind it. Can he get back enough?
What a shot.
He can. And he's split right in between. I think he's still one down. That is stiff if he is, but he is.
Great
what
pass.
an effort from Reece Gillman. One down better than two, but now all Sebastian has to do is just sort of sit that bowl and he can stay for three.
Yeah, I wouldn't be short of this. I'd give myself a fair chance. He hits the jack onto the blue. It can pop over there for three, but if he hits the white, he's three as well.
It's coming. It's trying. It's trying. And he's put it in. And I think he might have just made two.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident he has, Val.
And it's fallen. Yeah, that's definitely two now. Sebastian Jeffery, take a bow. They lead at 11 shots to 8. This has been some sort of bowling from the New South Wales skip. And look, Cooper has led from the front superbly, and no disrespect to Jacob and Reece, who have bowled brilliantly, but this has been sublime level, and the consistency has been insanely good.
There's a lot of twists and turns still left in this match.
Yep.
I think, Val, it's only 3 the diff.
Yeah, and there's 5 ends. So Queensland, again, they've won 6 of 11 ends.
Yeah. Yep. See, perfect line again, just a yard short, so opportunity here for Jacob to jump on. And I really like this. He's around that jack looking to trail. It's a great start, that bowl. Yeah, I think he's short again here. It's a fair effort. It's not too far short, but they're not too bad as the positions. They only need a couple of rolls and they'll be shot. So we see him change his hand here. So Jacob played the first one down on the back end and elected to go to the forehand here. It's behind, which is good. Good catch and spot. It's a fair effort here. Yeah, it's a really good bowl.
So the leads have been on the money for the most part.
Yeah, was giving himself a chance here to trail the jack, and
I think he's very close here. Jacob Hoger got the jack.
Bowl. Absolute cracking bowl.
That's a ripper. And at the changeover, it's Queensland.
What it does, Val, trailing that jack, obviously makes them front bowls a little bit more awkward now. So really think if I'm Sebastian here, I'm reaching with the yard of weight so that if he does miss it, he gets himself something behind to help him with the next two. I think he can work off that wing one, try and sit that bowl and beat him to it and trail the jack. If he misses, he gets something in a really good spot here. So it's a fair effort, Val. Look at this.
Oh. That's probably... so he's missed it. He's touched the jack, but it's still... the way. Even when he's missing beautifully.
That was perfect.
Like, he's just done everything right. Just a couple of millimetres and he got it.
Yeah.
That's the sort of form that he's in at the moment. You back him in to get close with the next one.
Certainly will. I think with this one here, so the Queensland side, Reece will be just trying to beat that back bowl, the back blue bowl. He can drop in for another counter if he can.
The old cover and count. And I reckon, yeah, he's done that. That's for sure. And there's still enough gaps here for Sebastian to go through.
Yeah, he's got to be careful here. He's just got to get his weight right. His weight's not too bad, I don't think, Eval.
Close. And has he drawn the shot?
I think he's very close.
Last bowl here will go to Queensland, which I think is pivotal in their attempt to come back. Reece Gillman. What an effort.
Yeah, I like that. Really good effort.
I feel like Sebastian needs another one in here.
He does, yeah,
Because
definitely.
there is a big opportunity for a big score, and he stayed on the same hand, stayed on his forehand.
This is where it starts to give. He's on a pretty good line here, just needs to give a bit more.
All right, so now there's the call from Jacob Hoger. If we pick that bowl up, we make 4.
This could be a massive turn in this game.
Reece Gillman. They like it. Jacob's calling it in. He's close. Reece Gillman. Oh, wow.
That's a mighty effort. Mighty effort there.
And it's still 1 to Queensland. So they're on the board. They get it ticking over. 11 shots to 9. We've got 4 ends to play and 34 minutes in this final. And I think we're definitely going to get those 4 ends in, no problems at all. Might even be under the time limit when we complete the 16th end.
Yep, I think you're right. You see a little toucher there from Cooper. Just going to run this out. Geez, that's a lovely bowl. Well, these are the championship ends. This is
these
where it
are.
counts, Val.
And it's hard to believe. It's funny. You feel as though New South Wales have had all of the momentum. Yes, they're winning, and it reflects that on the scoreboard, but they've only won 5 ends of the 12 that we've played.
They have, yeah.
It's just they've been in every end, and you can see that. They've only conceded 2 multiples, Cyril.
They have, yeah. Look, it's pretty important. They've got a couple of threes, which is good.
Yep.
And, as we said, they don't have to have a shot, but bowls in the head. Try and minimise the damage.
But they've only dropped 5, 5 of the 7 ends that they've conceded have been singles.
Yeah.
And
so
even,
important.
it's ridiculous consistency. So when they're asking questions, at least, they're making Reece Gillman and Jacob Hoger play some ripping deliveries to beat them.
Yeah, he's on the high side here, but I don't mind that.
This lead battle has been enthralling.
It has, yeah.
Split points, I think.
Yep, certainly. I think Cooper's probably, for me, he's just got his nose in front, but geez, Jacob's not far behind and certainly got the better of him there. And these, as we said, championship ends here. Last 4 ends, and Jacob's certainly got the points on that end. We see a pretty good looking bowl here. It's just got to reach. Yeah, I think that is good enough. I think Reese has had him under the count there, so it could be 3, but I really think this opens up a good shot now for Sebastian. I think there's a nice shot down there on the forehand. He can split both the bowls, trail the jack, so slightly trickier this hand. It does hold a little bit with when you put a bit of weight on, so we'll see how he goes. That's a lovely bar.
And I think, has he got him for shot there? I think he's one down. It's very close.
Yeah.
It's very close.
Yeah, I like the fact he's giving himself a chance here. Just not quite sure about the grass here. Well, this is this is a big decision here, Val. Yep. If I'm Reese, I'm looking to sit that blue through the head and stay. There is a danger he gets a jack.
Yeah, because if he does get the jack and you see that bowl there, the way that that's where it's come in. So if he sits the bowl, he could ricochet off that, get the jack. If he follows it, it's okay. So I think if I'm Reese, I'm coming on the forehand.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah, looking for the bowl fat. Forehand, looking for the bowl fat. Yard of weight, sit for 4.
Yep.
If he gets it right. Don't think there's too much danger. The worst, he'd be one down if the jack goes right back.
But then he could follow it through as well.
He certainly could.
He's given this enough and he's trotting in behind it.
I don't like the weight.
Yeah, no. It is holding, but it's going to dip. Like the idea.
Well, if Sebastian's got one here, I don't think he'll go near it, really. These young players are very brave, though. I'd be just mindful if he touches that jack, he could drop a 2. If he's got one, running the hand's pretty good at this stage. Oh, he's going forehand. He's going to try and add to the count.
I think umpire's been called immediately.
It's not a bad effort.
Yeah. So, with 3 ends to play after this, when umpire's been called again. There we go.
Yep.
Signal has been received. So, it's either 11-10 or 12-9. I don't know. This camera angle can be deceiving. Looking at it from where we're sitting, I actually have no idea.
Well, I'd definitely say blue from where we're sitting.
So you're saying New South Wales?
I think it's definitely blue from here, but we're a long way away.
Yeah. Because that's the way I'm leaning as well. We tend to favour the jack high ones, but the back one could be much closer. We'll have an idea.
They haven't even measured this, Val, so
No.
if they're called an umpire, I'd say it's very close.
Yeah. We could be right, though. It's still a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, I don't think you can use a laser measure in there.
No, it's going to be calipers, I think. Laser measure won't even fit. The case comes out with all the gear. And it is calipers.
Need a steady hand to do this.
Oh, this isn't for me. I would knock something and I'd knock the jack or knock something. Yeah, there'd be no chance of me being able to do this. I'd have the shakes and...
What about if we said, Val, we'll if you give it a go, we give you a garlic bread from Eaton.
Cheesy garlic bread?
Would you have a crack at it?
I'd have a crack, yeah. If you offered me cheesy garlic bread, 100%. You had that the other night, and what was the verdict?
Yeah, well, you did rave about it.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. It's in my grand final. It was
grand final?
Yeah, it was one
What's
of the
the other
ones
one?
I've had. There's quite a good one down near where I live. So the old local, the Hillsdale Bowling Club.
Oh, I'm going to have to...
Does a great garlic bread, yeah. And
make a pilgrimage.
Cheesy garlic bread. Yep.
I do love a cheesy garlic bread. It's unreal. So, yeah, when we're back here in October for BPL, I'll be heading straight to the Eatonsill Hotel. Celebrating, I actually fly up on my wedding anniversary, so I'll be having a cheesy garlic bread. And it is 1-blue. So 1 New South Wales. We were right in the end, Cyril.
Yes, yeah, got a couple right.
See, I'll be spending my my anniversary at Eatonsill Hotel.
I was going to say, how do you go with it? I know you obviously do a wonderful job going around and you work. There's a lot of travel involved, so... your partner's very supportive.
No, she's fine. She travels a bit for work as well, so Rach understands it, and very lucky because a lot of people, you hear stories about people that aren't too supportive of a lot of travel, but no, she's great. Just the 1 year anniversary is a little bit disappointing, but we'll do something before that and celebrate it.
Maybe take her home some cheesy garlic bread. Mate.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll last the week, but BPL is going to be absolutely massive come October.
Yeah, I can't wait. I look forward to it every year. And, sure it's going to be another fantastic spectacle. Early tip?
Oh, wow. Jets. They'll have a point to prove. They'll have a point to prove. I think, Jets and it depends. We haven't seen the teams as of yet. Yeah. So I know of a couple of changes that we can't reveal as of yet. I think the deadline's August. So in a month we'll know a lot more.
Yep.
I know a couple that have been confirmed privately that we can't share yet.
I see a bit of an opening opportunity here for Queensland.
Well, this is the shortest that Cooper Gersbach has been. He needs to be up with this one. Doesn't want to be in the way.
He's corrected very well all game, so I'll be surprised if he's not near the mark.
He's up, but he might still not get there. Well,
that's a good bowl.
Yep.
In the head. In the bread basket, as they say. It's, only needs a roll.
So this is end 14 of 16. It's a 3-shot lead to New South Wales. It's only the second single that they've scored. And I don't mind that from Jacob. Popping one at the back.
Well, being a New South Walesman and a Sydney boy now, I've got to be with the Saints and the Lions. I've always followed the Lions, but obviously the Saints were one of the newer teams in it. And
they brought a lot of fans to Pine Rivers for their first event last year. Anthony Cotty does a great job. Sebastian.
Great shot.
And that's where that final bowl of Cooper's was so important because he got it in the way where you could sit it up. This could be weight here from Reese. Big weight. First real look we've had at his drive. And he's off the mark.
I think he played that backhand.
I think forehand probably should have been the way to go.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it was just a bit wayward, but I reckon he'll have another crack at this.
Yeah, he's got two left, so...
And then I think this is good because this might be a little bit of a cover. Get around the back, but it's not going to get there. If I'm Reese, I'm going again. Because then you got last bowl. It's always hard to go from a drive to a draw, though, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Slightly more controlled weight this time. Still quick and still wide of the mark. So if I'm Sebastian Jeffery, I'm putting the pressure on getting the tee. He's around the head. Is he on the respot mark?
It's in a handy spot.
That is brilliant from Sebastian Jeffery. He's right on the money, as he has been all day. So they're currently holding 1, which would make it a 4-shot lead. And of course, if it does get to a 7-shot buffer with more than an end to, or with an end to play, then they'll shake hands, and that'll be all she wrote. But this is a mighty, mighty performance from this New South Wales pairing. So they look to net a gold medal for their state. The overall will be won by Victoria.
I've got a story to tell you. We'll wait till this bowl's finished.
All right.
And it involves the Saints.
Okay.
And a lady named Dawn Heyman, who you might know. You'll love this story.
All right. I'm excited. Reece Gillman. So now he's going with the arriving weight. He's just going to get to the head. Try and sit that bowl. Is he off the mark again? He is. And 1 more to New South Wales. They've won 3 of the last 4 ends. Things are just ticking along. 2 ends to play. They lead by 4. Cooper Gersbach and Sebastian Jeffery. They are closing in on this gold medal. What have you got for me?
So you can see a photo here.
Yep.
And that's Dawny getting her bowls out of the back of the Hillsdale bus.
Yep.
So we played the finals of the Grade 4 pennant over at Tarrant Point.
Yep.
And we had a good win, and we were all excited.
Yep.
And that night, the Platinum pennant was on.
Yes.
And St John's were playing Tarrant Point.
Yep.
So I was actually over there and talking to Matty Flapper, and we're having a good chat. And then they said, right, the Hillsdale bus is going. So we all grabbed our bowls and hopped in, and we started driving off. And we could see this lady running over, and it's Dawny Heyman. Stop the bus, stop the bus. We said, well, what's going on, Dawn? She said, you guys haven't got my bowls, have you? So we opened up the back of the bus, and sure enough, someone threw Dawn's bowls in the back of the bus.
Who was it?
We don't know.
Oh, they haven't come forward.
We don't know, but
just going into autopilot.
Dawny would have been without a set of bowls for the game, and as you can see, she was a great trip, and she got a photo taken and a bit of a smile.
That's hilarious.
It was.
Imagine the panic that went into her mind when she realised that the bus was driving off.
She wasn't the only one. We had about 5 or 6 of them running.
Oh, really?
Us. Yeah. Yeah, they were...
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad it got sorted in the end.
Yes.
So, 14 ends played. They've now levelled up the amount of ends won. New South Wales, 7 apiece. Queensland need to win this end. If they lose it, it becomes incredibly difficult. So it's a must win. Even a 1, and they're 5 down with a maximum of 6. Won't be too pleased with that. Cooper's probably his most wayward.
Good line. Yeah, lovely bowling. They need a score on this end.
Holding 2. And a 2 brings it right back into the equation. We've gotten through this match in lightning quick fashion. At the AO, if it was an 18-end matchup, you get 2.25 hours. We would finish 18 ends in this time.
Yeah.
Still 17 minutes of play left.
Yep. No, they've been played quick and played in good spirits. He's just got to hold up, I think. He's going to...
Oh, wow. When it's your day, it's your day.
Good weight. Key. See a big bowl here. Reese looking a bit of weight here, and he's missed the mark by a little bit, but stays up. It's in a good spot. So he wouldn't want to be short with this one. If he finishes behind, it's in a good spot. He can control that jack around the corners really good, but just doesn't want to be short. Anything behind's really good here.
And that's where he's put it.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Splits them up. So
the problem is, like, if you're watching on the screen and looking at this, you're thinking that, oh, come on, Cooper, don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. Oh, he almost got the result there.
And where'd it go? To the last bowl.
Yeah.
Of Sebastian.
Now, let's see what Sebastian does here.
Well, he hasn't wasted much time.
No. So he's going to draw this so to make it 2. Now, if I'm Reese, is there a part of you that thinks, should I kill the jack? Because they've got 2 on the respot mark, Cyril. So you can see there's those 2 back bowls. They are on the respot mark.
Well, that last bowl, he's coming to overlook, which is great. So that last bowl of Sebastian's went out of bounds.
Yep. So they're only 1 down, which would make it go to a final end.
Is it only 1 second or 2 seconds? Just the one?
Trying to double check. Yeah, I think it's only just the 1 second. So you can either go the bowl, sit it away, possibly stay for 2, or do you go for the bare jack? And they're looking at that now. They're looking at those 2 back bowls saying, do I try and kill it?
Well,
because then if you
get 1, you're chasing 3 the last end, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think it's either a dead draw and chase 3 the last end, or he goes a jack in the pit.
He's going to have a chat with his coach. There you can see it. The respot mark, there are 2 Queensland bowls there. If he goes for it, now thinking of hand to play, maybe do you go...
Well, they haven't got any more than a 2 in this game.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, it's a big ask.
And that's why I'm saying, if you kill it, you could possibly get 3 if you stay in bounds.
Yeah.
So backhand...
He's going to go these ways.
Yep. Kill the jack. All potted in the pit. And he's just got Harry Coleman in the way.
Just played a cracker.
Yep.
Harry. So here we go.
Yeah, he's gone for it. Going for the jack. Reece Gillman.
He's close to the bowl. Oh, no.
He's very close, and he's just squeezed past. 1 down. They're chasing a 5 to send it to an extra end.
Well, bit of excitement there.
Yeah,
bit of jumping and
that would have been the bowl of the day had he nailed it.
Yeah.
Because they needed it. They needed to get a 3. And he had the right weight where he was going to stay in bounds. If he squirted the jack, it was killed. It was 3. And it would have only been 1 shot the difference going into the last end. But now all they've got to do is defend a 5 here. Talia Kennedy's just played a bomb herself, I believe. Or did she not get there?
No, I think she got second wood. That's all she needed.
Yep. And I think New South Wales have beaten Victoria next door. I think that's in triples. It is.
It might have been the bronze medal game.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, actually.
Or it might have been the gold medal game. I don't know.
I think it is gold.
Lovely. Look at this for a start, Val.
And when you're defending a 5, you need to get bowls behind.
Yep.
And when you're trying to make a 5, you can't drop them short. So this is a really pivotal opening bowl for Jacob Hoger.
For the people at Temora, they'll be hanging off the pale-face Adios statue in the middle of the town. Of course, one of the famous trotting horses.
Okay.
In Temora, yes, Inter Dominion winner. Very famous for their trotting horses down there. I see another good bowl here. Just needed to hang around. Yeah, good bowling. 2 shots. Well, they certainly sent this one out. There's an opportunity here.
Just got to keep putting the pressure on.
Yes, nice to get another one in here. Chasing a 5 for a draw. Geez, I tell you what, he's not too far around. If he hangs around here, Val.
And I think he has 3 exquisite lead bowls from Jacob Hoger. That's 3 of the 5 that they need. And as Jim Carrey once said in a movie called Dumb and Dumber, so you're telling me there's a chance?
What a cracking movie.
Still holds up to this day. They don't make comedies like that anymore.
No, they don't. What are you doing here, Val? Are you drawing or are you hitting?
Well, if you hit, then... look, his draw has been... He hasn't really had to hit anything. And I think Sebastian would back his draw. And then if he doesn't get it, then there might be an opportunity to hit.
Look at this.
And if he trails the jack, it could be as good as over, but he's found the gap. Oh, wow. Still got 2 left in the tank. Because the thing is, if there
Pressure's a wonderful thing.
It is. If there is a 5 when it comes to Sebastian's last bowl, obviously there's going to be 2 more bowls in the head, bigger target possibly. But now the problem is, Reese doesn't want to create that. And where does he put the bowls to not create that target? As they chase a 5. They haven't scored, as you said, more than a 2 in this match. They've only scored 2 2s. Everything else has been singles.
He's just got to try and get close. If it's a target, it's a target.
And I think he's gone too quick. And this is the thing, because he's had to play a couple of weighted shots and arriving weight. He's had to try and rescue a few things.
Yeah.
This is where going from drive to draw is quite hard.
Well, Sebastian doesn't have to change much here. He was really close with his first, and he's not too far away with this one, Val.
Well, he could end it right now. Sebastian Jeffery.
What a shot.
Brilliant. But now, if I'm Reese, sit the bowl away, stay for 4.
That's it.
The target's there to hit, but he can't hit it too hard. What hand does he play?
Backhand, yard away. I think, but you can do it either hand.
I think he's going forehand here.
Yep.
But I think I would tend to agree with you there on the backhand because there's more of a target to land on. But then again, forehand, if you're comfortable playing that hand.
He just played one on the forehand, so.
He's close.
He's just got to hold up.
Reese Gillman. God, oh, wow. It just turned late.
That's all right. He's got 4 seconds.
Yes, he does.
So it all comes down to this bowl here. He may still have a chance, depending on this last bowl.
Wouldn't this be something?
Cool.
Wouldn't this be something? So they're chasing a 5 to send this to an extra end. This is the final end of 16.
He's giving this one more air. It's all down to his weight.
He just doesn't want it, and I think he's trying not to create a target. So, Reese Gillman.
There's a chance.
There is it is a legitimate chance. Are you going forehand, or I think it has to be backhand now.
Yeah.
I think he's got to come around.
So do I. It's got to be backhand.
So that's the bowl
as Abba said,
that launched the shot.
Take a chance.
Yep.
under that bowl, the front bowl of Cooper.
Yep.
Yard away, sit that fat for 5, and we're going to an extra end.
A gold medal on the line. This is the shot. Reece Gillman. This would be monstrous. The hand is changed. He's running in after it. Jacob doesn't mind it. He's so close. Reece Gillman, has he held on?
A shot or
I think he's gone too far. He has gone too far.
You cannot play it much better than that.
What an unbelievable shot to make 4. And when I say unbelievable, amazing. Under so much pressure. Have a look at the replay. He hit it perfectly. It came in.
Just got it a bit on the side.
And it just snuck through. And Cooper Gersbach's bowl waiting in the wings as 5th shot. That's the one that wins them the gold medal in the end. But brilliantly done. Cooper Gersbach and Sebastian Jeffery, they take home the pairs at the School Sport Australia Games, the 2025 National Schools Bowls Championships. What an unbelievable contest that was in the end. A one-shot win for the New South Wales participants. And Jacob Hoger and Reece Gillman lose no fans after that one. That was a brilliant match, Cyril.
Absolutely cracking game. Geez, our future is in such good hands with some of the talent we've seen on show today. This is unreal, really good, great sportsmanship. Some real superstars out there, Val.
Scintillating. And now, Cyril, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on coverage once again.
My pleasure, Val. Loved every minute of it.
Great to have your company. Brett Hughes, Head of Club Support at Bowls Australia and Club Support Manager in New South Wales. We're going to take a short break here, but join us once again at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's 21 minutes away, and that is for the singles final between Victoria's Harry Coleman and Western Australia's Callum Alberti. That is sure to produce a hell of a lot of fireworks. Val Febo and Brett Hughes signing off. Big thank you to Connor Munnings as well. It is Cooper Gersbach and Sebastian Jeffery winning the gold medal in the pairs here at the School Sport Australia Games National Bowls Championships.